Welcome to the All Alliance game here at RBA on Fox. That's right, we have been sponsored by not Fox. I can't really say we've been sponsored by Fox because we haven't. But it's still a good day here when we're about to play the All Alliance game. And let me just welcome you to Season 26 All Alliance, because it is going to be a good game. As you see, we have changed the format up so you can see who's playing. We have Premier and we have Foundation on this side. That's game 1. Game 2 is Champions versus Ultimate. Game 3 is the final between the winners of these matchups. So we're going to find out who wins while my cat walks in front of my face. She's a regular on the show. What can you expect? But if you do enjoy this, make sure you leave a like and predict who will make it, what 2 teams are going to make it to the championship round and who will win. Last season, Champions League just knocked the Premier out of the water. And I don't think Premier wants to do a repeat of that. They don't want to get all the way to the final and then lose. So this season, we will see. Now, over on the Premier side, and you see we do have a few changes. We're going to get to those shortly. On the Premier side, we have Leveux from the Winter Storm and Petitis from the Bartlett Bombers. At the running back position, we have De Nunez again. I believe he was here last season, either in Champions or he might have been in Premier. Correa from the Ultimate Toasters. In the wide receiver position, we got Bentley from the Rams, Bo from the Winter Storm, and Henne. Chad Henne went to wide receiver position from the New Orleans Gumbos. Then in tight end position, we have Pat from the Red Comets, Reisner from the Bartlett Bombers. The O-line is from High Rollers, and we have our awesome defensive squad. Now, if you want to see all their stats from the season that got counted into this, make sure you head to the Discord and go to the All Alliance announcement page. You can see all those details. And now to Foundation, where it's looking a little empty, so their roster may have some challenges against the stacked Premier team. Let's start it out. We have Joseph from the Be Real Titans at the quarterback, and then Ridley's also joining them from the running back position. Be Real Titans got a lot of players in here this season. Bibbs and Mosley in the wide receiver position. Strong from the Swordfish. Kimmel for the tight end from the Fighting Beavers. No O-line, so their quarterback better be quick or they're going to have to rely on some runs. The defense is all stacked though, and they do have a kicker, so this will be a good game. Now before we start, I promise we're going to start here shortly. Let me just talk about the quick changes you see on the game above. Of course, it looks a little different from last season, but the major changes, there's more spots on the roster as you see, both sides. More different text for different plays, so we're not seeing the same thing overall. There's secondary colors to Premier and Foundation. There is a drive tracker. So as you see up above me, it says Drive Tracker version 1. It's going to try and show us where they are on the field, It's actually pretty cool. I've seen a small bit, but we're going to see a bunch of it right here, right now, in the All Alliance game. And Drive Tracker is trademarked by Texas, so don't try and steal it. So yeah, it's going to be randomly selected players, more so than before. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we just need to get this started. Let's start off with none other than the first half of Premier versus Foundation. So again, thank you to Not Fox for sponsoring this. This is the RBA on Fox. Loving the graphics right here. So Premier versus Foundation, let's get this started. If you don't know how this works, each team gets 3 drives in a quarter, so that makes 12 drives in total. They want to get as much scoring as possible to beat the other team and make it to the championship game. So Premier starting off pretty strong, making up some decent runs up the middle. Hollywood running back coming in clutch right there. And then Winter Storm toe drags it into the back of the end zone. That's a cool one right there. Toe dragging right there. That takes some challenge. And you did see the drive progressing as we went along this field. So now you see up there, it's Foundation. It's dark green. Kind of hard to see on the grass, but it's there. Oh, quarterback Joseph throws it away to avoid a sack. The running back is stuffed at the line for no gain. Oh, Summers is throwing a pass. Looks like, oh, it's a good gain. But you see they only have 2 progression. Now they have 3 progression. Kendall gets a decent gain, and Foundation has to get a field goal. 7-3, end of the first drive from quarter 1. So As we see, maybe Summers might be a different quarterback, or that might be Joseph last name. I'm not 100% sure there. I may also have missed a roster update, but we will get it as we go. Premier picking up some big yards right here. Denuez making us some plays. Will we see Coria this round? We'll see. Uh-oh. Hede gets a good gain up the field. Looks like they're about to go in the end zone. Cora gets a decent gain. Will it be a touchdown? It's not enough for a touchdown. But Cora runs it in again for the touchdown. 14-3. And this is what Premier did last time. They ran it up on Foundation. Kendall gets a decent gain right here. But yes, Premier just scored every single drive last time on Foundation. So, will we see a repeat from that again? We shall see. Mosley's picking up some good yards. Bibbs targeted, but ultimately falls incomplete. And then Hurdon is stuffed at the line. You see we have a solid defense over here on the Premier side. Foundation has to settle for another field goal. I don't know if that's necessarily what Premier's defense wants. They want to try and stop and keep a 0 score. A blowout would be cool. I don't know how likely, but it would be cool. Denuez picking up some big yards right here. Look at that. Already over halfway down the field that they need to get down. Bo stiffs on Shelton. Uh-oh. Shelton's from the Be Real Titans, and Be Real has a many players. Actually, 2 of the 3 D linemen are from the Be Real Titans, and 2 of the 3 linebackers are as well, or defensive backs are as well. It looks like Hollywood's going to get the touchdown, or Denuez, sorry. Hito drags it in. Playing that running back, wide receiver combo. Throw into your running back. It works. You can get the screen pass like they just did to Hayward, but it's gobbled up. No pass. Ridley targeted. That running back is unable to come up with it.
Where are you at right now?
Thunley. Oh, Vipers linebacker coming in clutch. Thunny. Is it Thunny Thunay? I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's pretty cool. Going for some decent gains. Some screen passes are moving them up the field. Not enough, though, it looks like. And they're going to have to settle for another touchdown. They are going to need big scores right here to win this. We're heading into quarter 2 now. It's 21-9. Oh, boy. You're over 10 points behind. And let me say, it is hard to catch up to Premier League. Premier scores quick and hard. First place right now in season 27 is 430 points. They do have 3 swipes. And that's actually the Bartlett Bombers. Bartlett Bombers brings us Petites as quarterback. Bartlett Bomber also brings us our tight end Reisner. And Premier is punching it down the field. Bo dives to the pylon and gets another Premier touchdown. 28-9. The O-line looks just like KC's. The floodgates open and Winter Storm sacks Be Real's QB Joseph. That was a pretty cool little text right there. A run up the middle, picks up some yards, and then a pass to tight end Kennel picks up some more yards. A fumble by Undefined, but the offense recovers. Who is Undefined? We need to find out who this player is. I want to give him a congratulations. Look, there's a little bit of... Foundation's drive stalled, and Foundation punts away. There are some bugs. It's not perfect, but it's actually just beautiful. This program is beautiful. And huge shout out to Texas. I didn't say that already, but huge shout out to Texas for bringing us this. Bartlett Bombers QB Pettitas throws it away to avoid a sack, so Foundation's getting some pressure. Screen pass to Coria for our decent gain. Bentley gets a good gain. And what will we see? Will we see a touchdown on the next one? Uh-oh. Wow, Foundation's defense is starting to pick up rampage. Premier settled for a field goal. What? That is definitely the first time Foundation has stopped Premier. Last time, like I said, Premier scored on every single drive. And they're keeping that trend going right now. But that's like one of the first time they put up a field goal against Foundation. They had to. Strong is stiff arming his way. Is Foundation get ready to make a comeback here? But no, Joseph has to throw away to avoid the sack. Will he get it? The O-line looks just like KC's. I think that's a hit against KC. Summers gets sacked, and Foundation settles for another field goal. A drive that was getting going strong, and then it ultimately stalled out again. 31-12. Premiere. I like saying it like that. Premiere. It's like how Stephen A. says Matt LaFleur. Not Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur. Levu throws a pass. Good gain right there. Hollywood running back throws it. Nice gain too. Henne gets a decent game. Henne, the quarterback. Chad Henne, sorry. The quarterback wide receiver duo. Bentley backflips into the end zone, doing it like Tyreek Hill. So even though there's some shade towards KC, we're going to get some love for KC. And they get the backflip into the end zone. I'm loving these new texts. Super fun to read. Hayward picking up some decent yards right there. Kennel targeted on Swordfish Summers' quarterback pass, but dropped it. Undefined coming back in with a fumble. Forced fumble snap. Good job, Undefined. I think Undefined gets the MVP award. What do you say? McManus gets a sack on Swordfish, and Foundation stalls again. Look at that. I don't know if you noticed it or not, and actually we're going to take a halftime here. I don't know if you noticed it or not, but we can rewind the footage a little bit. We have the power to. So we're going to start back at the end of drive 3 for the Foundation. It's 38-12. Reminds you, we've already seen this. Hayward picks up some decent yards. You see where they are right now. On their first, they're the dark green dot. They're on the first one. Then they get a pass, but it's dropped. A forced fumble snap by Undefined, the MVP, remember. He's tackled, and now they're on the opposite side of the field, this side. Right up here, the dark green. They're in their own territory. Then they get another sack, so they're 2 dots away, and then their drive stalls. That's actually pretty cool. So you can physically see where they are on the field. What's next? Do we see actual players or what? This is pretty cool. RBA on Fox, halftime. Let's get to the second half. Whew, and after that break for me, not really for you, as a 1-second jump, we are back. Quarter 3 is about to begin, but I want to quickly mention something here. Foundations only really had 3 teams submit: the Fighting Beavers, Swordfish, and Be Real Titans. Now, Foundation, if you want the chance to crush the Premier League right here, you've got to submit players. Otherwise, Premier is just going to steamroll you. Guys, come on. Don't let Premier steamroll you every game. I want to see Foundation take the All-Alliance game and win it. And they will one day. I believe in a world where Foundation wins. Let's get right back to the game. Whew. Premier leads 38-12. Foundation's not looking too good. They'd have to score on every drive and stop Premier quite a bit. And we did see Foundation was able to get a few stops. Premier had to go for a field goal, so Levu throws the ball away to avoid a sack. There's that solid Foundation defense. I compare the Bears to the Foundation team to the Bears. Solid defense, bad offense. And I will say that. And there's a big pass by wide receiver Chad Henne, hitting the pylon and getting the touchdown. 45-12. Foundation's drive starts behind the 50 already. Unfortunate start for them. Summers throwing the ball away to avoid the sack. And, Bibbs picking up some good yards on that play. Will they get them back across half field? And, Easton getting a tackle on Ridley behind the line, and the Foundation's drive stalls again. I don't want to say this game is over, but you know when I say that, sometimes the game is over. Denuez picking up some decent yards. Henne gets a deep pass, taking them to the 20. But Denuez gets stuffed at the line for no gain. And let's see what happens. Denuez gets another decent yardage. They're on the 10. First and goal, or it's goal. We're at the 10-yard line. Cora picked up some decent yards. Looks like second in inches. And the toe drag into the end zone for the 52nd point. Yes. 52nd point. Foundation can still catch up. They're only 40 points behind. They're starting the drive again behind the 50. That's fine. This is fine. A couple of field goals and you'll be all right. But in all seriousness, though, Foundation needs to add another score. Mills is getting a decent game. They need to add another score. I want to see a touchdown. I don't want to see field goals like it has been the entire time. Herndon picking up some decent yards. They're in field goal range now, and that's what they're going to do. And Foundation's settling too much. They're not pushing the play like they need to. They need to be going for those touchdowns. But there's the Foundation's strong defense again. But then they let Bentley get a decent gain. Not what they want. Premier's not been allowed in their own territory yet, so they've been keeping it strong, staying in Foundation territory. Cora gets a pass and for a decent game, and then Denuez gets a pass from Louveau for a touchdown. The 59th point for the Premier. Summers is getting some good throws in there to Bibbs. Bibbs is from the B Real Titans. But Undefined forces another fumble. My boy, Undefined. It could also, now that I really look at it, Undefined could be the O lineman from the Foundation. And maybe we shouldn't be calling him the MVP, but we'll pretend it's some defense member from the Premier and still call him the MVP. And Foundation settles for another doggone field goal. Here comes quarter 4. Foundation is lost. There's no hope right here. Even with 3 touchdowns, it's 21 points, and they're down. Spoiler alert, they're down by way more than 21 points. Pat's targeted but dropped it. Come on, Pat. You're the star tight end right here. What are you doing, bro? Rams wide receiver Bentley gets a deep pass thrown to him on the 20-yard line. Will they be able to punch it in for a touchdown? Denuez at the middle for decent yardage. Can they add 30-yard gain by Pat? I know we're over 30 yards from the touchdown, or less than 30 yards from the touchdown. But Bo hurdles over the line, jumping over Good, the linebacker from the B Real Titans, getting a touchdown. 66 points. Foundation, look. I don't care if you don't win. I kind of do care because I want you to win. But please, get a touchdown. For me, that's all I'm asking. I'm up here in the commentary booth. Actually, I'm down here in the commentary booth. But please get a touchdown. Rubble sacking Summers. Not going to help them. Looks like they're going to have to settle for another field goal. Look, I know this isn't technically in the game. But Texas, we need to make it so Foundation goes for it on 4th more often. And maybe sometimes gets a touchdown. Maybe, just maybe. Like even Premier can go for it on 4th down. I don't really care. But they got to punch that. They got to punch it in. Come on, guys. Premier is already on the 10-yard line. Pat's making good moves, picking up 30 yards on the goal line. Can they get their millionth touchdown? Let's find out. Bo stiff-arming. And there it is. Denuez making the big play. 73 points. Yeah. If Premier gets a touchdown on the next one, they make the 80-point mark like they did last time. And Ridley's stuffed at the line. Herndon is stuffed at the line. They can't get that going. The Premier defense, is so freaking solid. See how many times they were in their own territory compared to they were in their own territory more than they were in theirs. Oh, yeah. There's the settling for the field goal. Premier is going to get their last drive to see if they can get the 80 points they want. We should also see extra points and 2-point conversions. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Denuez gets the ball instantly, just runs it in for the touchdown. Foundation just kind of gave up. They're like, you know what? Here's your 80 points. They handed it to him very politely. They lined up. Locke snapped the ball to Louveau. Said, here you go, bro. Enjoy your touchdown. Kittle making the short pass for a decent gain. And there it is. A touchdown from the Foundation League. Finally. Only the last drive of the game when doesn't really matter, but too bad it couldn't come any sooner. This was a close game. Only a 50-point game. You can quote that. Only a 50-point game. I feel like Foundation could have won it, but it's rigged. It's rigged, guys. But that is game 1 of the All Alliance Series. Premier wins it and is going on to face either Champions or Ultimate. Who will win it? Can Ultimate get a win? This now makes Foundation 0-2 in the All Alliance series. Premier, I believe, is 2-1 now. They lost in last year's All Alliance game. That was memorable to me. Let's see can Premier redeem themselves. But for now, I'm Zach Summers, and this has been RBA on Fox All Alliance Season 26.